Hi there, everyone. Welcome to this special postseason edition of Inside the Show. Let's take a look at the latest from around Major League Baseball. The Orioles bested the Mariners in Safeco Field 5-3. And that's what's going on around baseball here in October. Join us again tomorrow for updates from around the postseason.
Postseason baseball on the show is in full swing. It's Game 3 of the National League Championship Series between the Chicago Cubs and the San Francisco Giants. Hi again, everyone. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to our special postseason coverage of baseball on the show. With me are Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, lots to talk about here as we get ready for Game 3.
And guys, you know I don't like the phrase must win if it's not a must-win situation. It's so overused. But even though this isn't technically a must-win game, boy, you go down 3-0 to this bunch, well, you're going to be in a whole lot of trouble. So they need to come up with a huge effort here.
The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups and first pitch coming up next. The crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get set to take the field. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now your 2016 San Francisco Giants.
Quickly now, we'll look at the two guys who'll get the ball here in Game 3. With that, a look at the Cubbies' starting lineup. Steve, what's the key for him against one of the best starters in the game?
Well, I think you really have to limit the strikeouts in this game. Don't have any wasted plate appearances, and we know that's easier said than done. But you also have to have your 3, 4, 5 hitters step up in this one somehow.
Madison Bumgarner gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. EK, what do you got?
Well, they were real happy with his last start. Got into the 7th inning. He kept the other team at bay and got his ball club to win. They'll take that same sort of effort here.
And with that, let's take a look at the Giants lineup defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, one of the most entertaining players to watch in the outfield, we'll have an opportunity to see in this one. Hunter Hence. He doesn't always look smooth, kind of gangly, sometimes even awkward, but he gets the job done and comes up with some fantastic coverage.
Jackie Bradley Jr. heads for the batter's box, and we are just about ready for some evening baseball. Underway now tonight as the first pitch is looked at for strike one, as we'll get this going a little late at 7:06 tonight.
First pitch, 7:06.
And before the 0-1 pitch, he'll step out of the box and get his bearings a bit. Bumgarner has his sign. 0-1 pitch on its way. Lined hard toward right center. And this inning starts with a solid base hit.
It's definitely a good start when you're facing a guy like this in his home park. You've got to find a way to put some pressure on him. You don't want him to get settled out there.
Stepping in, Javier Baez. He'll get to take his first cuts here. He'll start him with a breaking ball. Too low that time. It's ball one. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Balls and strikes belong to Mr. Jerry Hillsdale.
Yeah, Jerry seems to call a really good game back there, Matt. It's pretty rare that you see anyone too overly displeased with his zone.
Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. Lifted in the air to center field. Span is under it. Makes the play, one away. Chris Bryant gets his first opportunity now. Runner at first with one gone.
Yeah, it's a little unfortunate that the number 2 guy couldn't at least move that leadoff man into scoring position. And that makes it a little tougher on the middle of the order to drive in that early run.
Here comes the first pitch. And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
Now the 0-1. Scorched to third. Oh, what a stop on the slide. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. Back with more from Game 3 after this. And with that, a look at Bruce Bochy's lineup card for the Giants. Eric, who stands out to you?
Well, Matty, when Buster Posey is in the lineup, he's a guy you have to keep your eye on. He's one of the best clutch hitters in baseball. If they can get guys on base ahead of him, they'll have a great chance to hang a crooked number on the board.
Rick Porcello will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. What's your take on him, EK?
Yeah, Matt, in his last start, he threw a no-hitter, absolutely ate up his opponent. We'll see how long he can keep that no-hit streak going. Eduardo
Nunez will dig in now, and he's picked the wrong time of year for his bat to go silent.
Yeah, just one hit in the series so far for him, and they're going to have to get more out of his bat. But he's got to make sure he doesn't press up there, or that average is going to continue to go south.
And this is taken outside for ball one. That evens it up 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. A good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2.
Yeah, I think that's a pitch we're going to see a lot of tonight. It's much different than that four-seam fastball, and he gets a lot of run on that thing.
Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. He'll take it to the bag himself, and the leadoff man is gone here to start the home first.
Batting second, right fielder.
Hunter Pence will get his shot now. Great power numbers during the regular season. Still searching for that first home run in the postseason, however.
And these guys really need him to start producing because it seems like pitchers have the upper hand in the postseason. You're always facing the other team's best. And they've pretty well neutralized him all October long.
And he'll look at a fastball that doesn't miss by a whole lot. It's 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
And that's the spot that he's just going to have to keep wearing out going forward. If he can keep running that pitch in on the guy's hands, he's going to be fine.
Late swing on the hitter's count. Still a good count for him now, however, at 2-1. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
And they know full well the threat that this guy poses. So even down 3-1, I can't imagine he's going to get anything that he can drive right here.
And there's a called strike at the knees as he was hoping for a base on balls there, but it's a full count now, 3-2.
Yeah, the best way to neutralize this guy's power, just keep putting pitches right there.
Swing and a miss as he ran that two-seamer right by him for the second out. And with two away now, let's give you a look at what's happening in the American League Championship Series as they've got a good matchup going on over there as well. Brandon Belt will dig in here, and it's been a series to forget for him so far as you see the numbers there.
And with these guys just one game away from going home, he may not have too many more opportunities to turn things around. He's got to make every at-bat count from here on out.
First delivery to him on the way. And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
And even though it's still the first inning, you can already tell he's going to be a force out there on the mound. He's got that glare in his eyes.
Lays off that time, and it's 1-2. Pretty clear the plan is to keep everything away.
And that's smart for most guys, but you got to know your scouting report because this is a guy that can cover the outside part of the plate.
Grounded to the right. Rizzo is there, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Giants are down 1-2-3. After one, no score. Anthony Rizzo will stand in now for the first time, coming off, well, nothing short of a dynamic performance last time out.
Well, it makes you wonder how they're going to attack him here in this game. I would bet that they're a lot more cautious with him.
Bumgarner into his motion. First pitch on its way. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Kuiper on the move. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out. Striding into the box, Chris Coghlan, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball one. No score here as we play inning number 2. Pitch to the plate is a slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1.
And you know, I think it's going to be important that when guys get their pitches, they take advantage. There it looked like he was taken all the way, and he may not get another pitch that catches that much of the plate.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Yeah, and on 2-1 right now, you got to figure this guy's wound up for the fastball here. Maybe you come with the breaking ball here out of the zone and hope he goes after it.
Lays off the changeup, and he's ahead in the count now, 3-1. The lefty Jason Hayward waits in the on-deck circle. And now prior to the 3-1, time asked for and granted by the home plate umpire. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Fastball is taken for a strike, and he runs it full, 3-2. A pretty dangerous spot for that one.
I don't think it was by design. It's one thing to miss your spots out of the zone, but when you miss in the zone, especially up, that's when you tend to get hurt.
Ground ball right side. Annick's able to get there. On to first, and Bumgarner's rolling right through him here. 2 away now. Jason Hayward into the box here in the top of the second, looking to keep this inning going. Into the windup and the pitch. Now a ball hit in the air, but in play perhaps down the line. Kuiper is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Buster Posey strides into the box now to lead off the home half of the second inning. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Fastball runs a bit inside here. It's 1-0. Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. Hit high and deep to left field. Coghlan going back. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning. So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And stepping in, the slick fielding shortstop, Brandon Crawford. In there at the knees, strike 1. Bottom of the second here with no score. Swing and a little tapper. That's a foul ball. And he gripped that one a bit too tightly as it broke down and just about got him.
And even on 0-2, you don't want guys to get into a comfort level up there.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. 1 out, nobody on. Chop foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. pulled toward right center field. On the move is Hayward. He gets there and makes a fine running play for the second out.
Batting sixth, center fielder.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And standing fourth is the left-handed hitting Denard Span. And that's taken for strike 1.
Real good lateral movement on that two-seam fastball. That pitch is money for him when it's moving like that. So just keep on throwing.
Very weakly on the ground. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
And that's his strikeout pitch right there. You know, you'll see a lot of guys swing right over the top of that one. That's a great job there just to hold off.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Giants down in order. We'll move to the third with no score. Addison Russell leads it off here. Bottom third of the order set to go here in the third.
Well, he's faced the minimum so far, and obviously it's still early, but they need to get something going because you can't let this guy settle in out there.
And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. 2-0 now. Now time called at the plate as he'll step out and try and start it again. Three and 0 now.
And the control looks to be a little off here to start the third.
And now maybe a mind game or two going on down there as he steps out a second time in the AB. Bumgarner has his target. 3-0 on its way. And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin inning number 3.
Well, it seems to me like you've at least got to make him go after something there. I mean, the bat never left his shoulder. And that's making it way too easy for a guy leading off the inning.
The pitcher, Rick Porcello, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation. So let's see if that is indeed on right here.
Textbook sack situation here, guys.
Trying to work that slider to the outer half, but it misses 1-0.
Well, not really how you want to start the next guy after a walk. That pitch isn't even close.
And now we'll take a moment here at home plate as he asks for time. Here comes the 1-0. In for a strike. It's 1-1.
Well, that one's at 94, so the velocity's good right now.
Nobody out, runner on first. Oh, good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2.
Now you can't look for a specific pitch. You just got to protect the plate.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And with 2 strikes, he's able to get this one down. Only plays to first, so the pitcher does his job as it's a successful sacrifice.
Well, you have to imagine that this one figures to be tight throughout the entire game. So that's a good job of getting the bunt down right there and getting that go-ahead run up to second base with just 1 out.
Coming to the plate now, Kyle Schwarber. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Oh, and it's so important to take advantage of these kind of opportunities early in a ball game. It can change the entire complexion of the game if you can put the other guys on their heels right away.
Starts him out with a slider for a strike.
Oh, and you wonder if maybe he decided beforehand just to take a pitch up there first. Too bad for him because that thing was right down Broadway.
I had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2.
Down 0-2 after 2 great sliders. got his work cut out for him now.
Now a swing and a ball foul tip straight into the catcher's glove as he's able to hold on for the second out.
Well, he went after him with all sliders. Just one after another after another. Just couldn't do a thing with any of them.
Here's Jackie Bradley now as he swings and hits a line drive out to left. And that's in there. Base hit.
And you check this out. This is on the inside part of the plate, but he still is able to take it to the opposite field. I'll tell you, that is bat control at its finest right there.
Here's Javier Baez. Grounded back up the middle. And an underhanded throw is in time for out number 3. A golden opportunity to get on the board. Here goes for naught. We'll have more. Will Kuiper will come forward to begin the inning. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
And they're still searching for a base runner. It's been 6 up, 6 down to start the game.
First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes. Hit well on the ground to first. Put the bag with it himself is Rizzo for the out. Joe Pennant steps into the box. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Turned on down the line. Rizzo is there, and he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now. Madison Bumgarner will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Yeah, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. Chased a low ball there, and he's quickly down in the count 0-2.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of set.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Giants are down 1-2-3. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. Chris Bryant is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat, because you know he has big-time power.
Oh, he looks like he's swinging a garden hose out there as this is cut on and missed for strike 1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1.
And if he can get himself into a fastball count, don't be surprised if he has a big cut at something. Maybe try and break this tie ball game.
Bumgarner's ready. 1-1 pitch on its way. And he lays off for a ball. 2-1.
Yeah, and when that pitch starts off outside, it's much easier to get a better view of it and then just lay off.
Drives it to deep right field. Back goes Pence, but he can't get it as it's off the wall. And he's out trying to stretch it into a double, so a costly mistake here leading off the inning. Anthony Rizzo is at the plate now, flied out in his first at-bat. Infield in the overshift here, now the pitch. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. Not close. It's 2-0.
And on 2-0, this is where he's the most dangerous up there. I know it's a fastball count, but I would maybe think about something else.
2-1 after the foul ball there. Set to deliver on 2-1. That's smoked, but right into the shift. In time to first, and there are 2 away. Chris Coughlin stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Hence giving chase. And that retires the side. Cubs are down in order. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. Eduardo Nunez will stand in to begin their half of the 4th, with his guys still looking for their first hit of the ballgame.
Yeah, still looking for their first base runner, too. 9 up, 9 down.
And he takes ball 1. And a breaking ball falls in there for a strike. It's 1-1. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. And another foul ball. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out.
And when you know you've got a guy in protect mode up there and he's fouling off pitches left and right, that's when you know you can just keep taking him further and further away. He winds up getting the punch out here on a pitch that's well out of the zone.
Into the seats, 0-1. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. 0-2 now as a curveball drops in there for a strike. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. And a swing and a miss as they caught him reaching that time, and there are 2 away.
Well, so much for your number 1 and 2 guys being your table setters. I mean, they're both gone now on back-to-back strikeouts.
First pitch of the at-bat. And here's a first pitch curveball that bounces on him there. It's ball 1. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1. It seems like we've seen a lot of guys late on the fastball tonight.
Yeah, and he's not throwing all that hard either. But when he throws it off the other pitches, that's where it makes it a little more difficult.
Chopped foul right at home plate. Giants are still searching for their first hit of the ball game. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Back with more from Game 3 after this. Jason Hayward will stand in to lead things off here, and his guys have been unable to get anything going to this point.
Yeah, and you think so many times in the postseason, we see starting pitching really come to the forefront, and this guy's been every bit as good as advertised so far.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. And he gets him to lift one high in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Crawford is camped under this one. 1 down.
Up next for the Cubs, shortstop, Addison.
Into the box, Addison Russell. He drew a walk his first time up. right down Broadway that time. Strike one.
Yeah, and even though that's a tough one to get on top of, I think he'd say he got away with one right there. That's in too good a location when the matchup's not in your favor.
Curveball, swing and a miss, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. Posey gathers it, and the throw is wide.
What is going on?
So they'll slap an error on the catcher there, and you can tell he's not happy back there. Rick Porcello comes to the plate, possibly receiving a bunt sign in order to stay out of the double play.
Yeah, and everybody's got a different opinion on this situation. But in reality, it really comes down to how the pitcher is with the bat in his hands and what he can do.
Bumgarner sets. Here comes the first pitch. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike one. No runs, 3 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. Now time granted here at the plate as he'll step out of the box. One and one, here it comes. 1-2 now as that's in there at the knees. Runners off for second. And they'll try and play for one here as he gets this one down. And you can't ask for much more out of a pitcher than that. The sacrifice works to perfection.
You know, in this situation, some people may say, with one out, why not just let him swing away? You know why you don't let him swing away? Because as a pitcher, that's why. All you can hope for is for him to go up there and make a productive out, and that's what he did.
Settling in now, Kyle Schwarber. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
First pitch on its way. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball one.
He just about went around. He was lucky to put on the brakes when he did.
He's ready. Here's the 1-0. And this one's on the inside corner, 1-1. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Ripped on the ground to first. Belt will take this one himself, and that ends the inning. 1 left for the Cubs. Halfway home, still no score. Buster Posey will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so against a guy who's definitely in a groove out there.
Yeah, he struck out the side his last time through, and they've got to do something to get this guy out of the role that he's been on.
And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1.
Tonight, borderline calls, you got to be swinging.
And boy, this at-bat is not starting off well as he's behind 0-2 now.
That got in his kitchen big time right there.
Off-speed pitch, and this one runs in and nearly gets him here.
Sometimes if you let that changeup go too soon, it'll take off on you. He's lucky that didn't hit him.
And this is fouled back and out of play. 1-2, here it comes. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Hit to third. Bryant is up with it. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
The shortstop, number 35.
So 1 away here with the bases empty. And stepping in, the slick fielding shortstop, Brandon Crawford. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Couldn't quite hold back that time as the changeup fooled him for strike one. Next pitch, chopped foul right at home plate, and he's behind 0-2 now. Swing and a miss as he ran that two-seamer right by him for the second out. A look at our line score to this point, and I'm almost certainly jinxing things by pointing it out, but it's worth mentioning that 0 in the hit column through 2 outs here in the 5th. Denard Span is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike one.
Well on his way to another good inning right here, and you see the pitch count. It's not even close to being a factor just yet.
Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Chop foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. Trying to strike him out for the second time. And wow, tough to lay off the fastball there, but it's 1-2. And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning.
And when he's down 0-2, he's smart enough to know guys are going to try and get him to chase. So now at 2-2, he's got himself back to a spot where he doesn't have to go after a pitcher's pitch.
Schwarber scoops it up, and he sails it over his head. That ball's down the line, and this is trouble. And he's going to make it up to second base safely as he's in there. My word.
You wonder if this is a ball that he probably should have just held on to. Instead, he tries to force it to first, and I think they're going to score this as a single and an error.
Hit out towards second. There's Baez. Throw on to first, and that error won't come back to haunt him after all as the inning is over. So a strong start on the mound as he's blanked him through the first 5. 5 innings complete, and we still have no score. Jackie Bradley Jr. makes his way to the box to lead us off in the 6th inning.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
Swing and a miss on the slider, 0-1. Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd like to see him miss a few more bats, but as long as you're keeping guys off balance and you're letting your defense help you, you don't need to strike a ton of guys out to be successful.
Here it comes on 1-1. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. On the move is Span, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Javier Baez stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. Hard hit ball towards the hole. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. Chris Bryant steps in, working on a 1 for 2 game so far. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1.
And I wish more guys would pitch like this. I mean, look at that pitch count right there. That is really low for this stage of the game, and it's because he's throwing strikes and challenging guys.
Pulls this one in the air out to left, and that'll get down out there near the wall. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double.
I'll tell you, this guy has been something else in these playoffs. I mean, when it matters most, he's come up aces more times than not, and he delivers once again here with a ringing double. Man, he's fun to watch.
And there's ball 4 now, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force at the plate is in order. Chris Coghlan will dig in here with the bases loaded now, and their best opportunity yet to get on the board.
And they've had a few chances and come up empty, so they can't let this one get away from them.
Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. You got to say, for a strikeout pitcher, not too many strikeouts here so far.
And he's in a big need of one right here. It would definitely come in handy.
Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes. 2-0.
Well, he's starting to put himself into a no-win situation. Obviously, you don't want to walk home a run. But you can't just throw a cookie in there because he could bring in 4 with 1 swing.
A strike, and it's 2-1.
Yeah, definitely taken all the way. Not a bad idea with the bases loaded.
Drilled to the right side. Belt has it to Crawford for 1. And good hustle by the pitcher there on the back end as it's a 3-6-1 double play, and the side is retired. Just what the doctor ordered. He gets the double play to get him out of the inning. We'll have more of Game 3 after this message. Joe Panik gets things started here in the 6th for the hometown team.
Well, they still don't have any runs on the board yet, so getting this leadoff man on base would be huge.
Here's Porcello back at it now as he gets ahead of the leadoff man. No balls and a strike. Swing, and he pulls the fastball high in the air toward deep right center. Therefore, it is Hayward now, 1 away. Madison Bumgarner is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yeah, they got him on a breaking ball, so now we'll see if they try to put him away with soft stuff again if they get that chance.
And there's his strike right down the heart of the plate, 0-1.
Anytime you can throw a first pitch strike to about 60% of the batters you've faced or better than that, then you should get pretty good results. And we're in the middle innings in this game, so that's pretty good.
And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. Porcello's ready. Here's the 1-1. Hit the target, but this is low. 2-1. No runs, just 1 hit, and 1 error in the ballgame for San Francisco. To 2-2 now.
And that has been the comfort zone so far in this outing. He's just lived on that outside corner, and it's paid big dividends for him.
Hit to short. Throw on to first, and Porcello's looking good here. 2 away.
Now batting, third baseman
Eduardo Nunez will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips.
Yep, not showing too much so far, but he's got a chance to make something happen right here. See if he can put those other ABs behind him.
A spin and a throw. So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and that'll bring in the right fielder, Hunter Pence. He's set. Here it comes. And this is low, ball 1. A runner on first with 2 away. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
Had nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1.
A much better approach here at the plate so far. He's not working from behind.
Meanwhile now, this is a fair ball down the line in left, and that ought to be good for extra bases. Around third and being waved on home. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score. So a runner at second, 2 down now, and standing in now, the left-handed hitting first baseman, Brandon Belt. Chopped foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. And low, it's a ball and a strike. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Again, he sends it out of play. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. Out in front of that one, may have been looking fastball. Good job just to make contact. Ready on 1 and 2. Chop foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Sent on the ground out to second. Baez fields it cleanly. Throw in time, and the side is retired. I have to imagine there's a full moon tonight, judging by this bunch. Back with more from Game 3. Back here in San Francisco. On to the 7th now in Game 3, but before it gets underway, we take a look at our game summary through the first 6. Jason Hayward will come forward now to begin the 7th inning in what's been a very briskly played ball game here tonight.
That's what happens when you get two starters that are on top of their game. It's been great pitching, great defense, not a lot of base runners, and very even game through 6 innings.
And he will not have time to recover it short. That's an infield single.
Well, we've seen winning rallies get started with less than this. This is going to be an infield single all the way, and now they're in business with the leadoff man on base to start this inning.
And it looks now like a right-hander's getting hot in the Giants' bullpen. And this is popped up. Back behind second. Hennick onto the grass. He's got it 1 away.
The pitcher, number 22, Rick Porcello.
Jose Abreu will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot. Now time asked for and granted by the home plate umpire. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
So often playoff baseball comes down to the bullpen, and this is going to be a bullpen game from here on out.
Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory, and this is going to wind up a foul ball. A pause, and the 0-2. Takes this the other way to right. Hence is there, 2 down. Kyle Schwarber will dig in for the 3rd time now. He struck out and bounced out in his first 2 trips. Good slider there, and he gets ahead of him 0-1.
And this offense has just been stuck in neutral. Even when they get a guy on to start the inning, they've got nothing to go with it.
Oh, and this at-bat is quickly moving from bad to worse. It's 0-2 now.
Yeah, he was out front right there, probably guessing fastball. But now, 0-2, you can't be guessing anymore. You got to find something in the strike zone and put it in play.
Pitch inside, the throw. Not in time as he steals second.
Yeah, and I figured this was just a matter of time with 2 outs. He figured if he could get himself into scoring position, then a base hit could tie this ball game. And now they're going to have that opportunity as he makes it there safely.
Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning.
Your attention, please.
New pitcher coming on now as we'll get a look at the side armor, Joe Smith.
Joe Smith.
Buster Posey will stand in to lead off the inning. Middle third of the lineup, 4, 5, and 6 as they try to get something going.
And this whole lineup's been pretty quiet all game long. Just the one run, that's it.
And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball one. Called strike at the knees, 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And he comes back with a gorgeous slider there for strike 2.
Maybe you worry about this guy getting a little too slider happy. That's 3 in a row now, so you're giving that guy at the plate a pretty good look at it.
And a slider. Oh, got a favorable call on that one as that's the first out of the inning.
Yeah, a 3-2 count leading off the inning. Is this in the zone? Doesn't look like it from that angle. Maybe he thought it was too close to take, but I think it should be on first base right now.
Here's the shortstop, Brandon Crawford, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Tap foul at home plate. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Now a ball lined to the left side. Foul. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Popped high in the air. Bryant is there for it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
The center fielder, number 2.
So 2 away now in the San Francisco 7th, and standing 4th is the left-handed hitting Denard Span. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1. Ooh, and he finds his spot there, 1-1.
When he's got that slider working the way he wants it, it can be such a weapon for him.
1-1, here it is. Hit hard back up the middle, and the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Well, I'll tell you, the side armor is a lot easier to deal with if you're a left-handed hitter. Here he's able to see the ball all the way in, and then he just rips it for a solid single.
Here's the first pitch to him. Will Kuiper is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
He just might be up there taking pitches, waiting for that base runner to go, but not going to be able to take anymore.
Fought off at the plate, and will do it again. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Ground ball sent back up the middle. That's through, and he's got his first base hit. He's 1 for 3.
Yeah, sometimes after 2 outs, you can let your guard down out there on the mound. But all of a sudden, back-to-back hits have given him a bit of a wake-up call here.
Joe Panic is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1.
You know, a lot of times with a sinker baller out there, you're just conditioned to always look for something down. So he can surprise you with that high fastball, maybe four-seam it every once in a while, and when he does, you can forget it.
And the 0-2 here is fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. Trying to keep the game close. Here's the pitch. And a half-hearted swing there as they tie him up inside for the 3rd strike, and the inning is over. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. It's the Giants. And now Boch is going to make his way out toward home plate, and it looks like we'll see a double switch here. Hunter Strickland will be summoned from the bullpen now, as he'll take over to start inning number 8.
Hunter Strickland. Now playing left field and batting in the ninth spot, number 7.
Hit sharply toward the right side. And this is taken in just shy of the warning track for out number 1.
The batter, number 9.
Javier Baez digs in, coming off a single in his last at-bat. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
You want to talk about a live arm? This guy's got one all right.
Boy, he comes back with a beautiful pitch there, and he's dominating this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
Well, he doesn't look very settled up there right now, and I guess that's an easy thing to do when you're facing a guy who throws as hard as this guy does.
Hit to first. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
Up next for the Cubs.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Chris Bryant. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
Pence is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. Gregor Blanco will stand in now as he'll be getting his first plate appearance in this one here in the 8th. First offering on its way. And a high strike there, 0-1. A little bouncer. That winds up foul for the second strike. 2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning. Eduardo Nunez gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. Called strike at the knees. Evens the count at 1-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he's keeping it down here, and that's a called strike 2. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. Squared that one up just a little late. Hot shot on the ground is short. Gloved by Russell on to first, and there are 2 down.
The right fielder, number 8.
Hunter Pence stands in, looking to build off that RBI double from his last plate appearance. Called a strike on the outer half, 0-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway. Here's the 0-2. Sinker misses, and it's 1-2 now. And he is down on strikes again, so get your hats out. That's the 3rd strikeout of the game. Giants down in order, but they're on top 1-0. The Bay Bridge, and at the other end, the city by the bay as we continue tonight's ball game from AT&T Park. Sergio Romo is on now to try to close things down here in the ninth. Anthony Rizzo will be tasked now with leading things off in their half of the ninth as they'll try to do something to prevent being shut out.
And whatever they've done for the first 8 innings hasn't yielded a whole lot so far, so quite frankly, I'm not expecting too much.
And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here, 0-1.
Getting that first pitch strike is so important against a guy like this. You have to be able to work ahead in the count and not let him dictate the at-bat.
Fielded by Panic. On to first, and that is a big out to start the 9th. Chris Coughlin stands into the box. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. From the stretch. Now here's a fastball up that he sends in the air out to fairly deep center field. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. Jason Hayward gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. Swing and a miss on the sinker, 0-1.
The victory would belong to Madison Bumgarner, barring any late turn of events here.
And this is swung on and missed, so the Cubs are down to their final strike here.
Yeah, when that's upstairs like that, that's a pitch you gotta leave alone and make him bring something down.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again.
And a big orange and black wave gets up now. 41,503 fans strong.
Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1.
Almost the final out of the ball game, and you know, we've seen guys get rung up for less.
Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. Grounded up the first baseline. Fielded cleanly by Belt, and he'll step on first for the out, and the ball game is over.
Wow, just a really great game to watch from beginning to end. A well-pitched 1-0 ball game. This is just a broadcaster's dream.
Time for one final check of the line score as you see the key players there in this shutout victory. And guys, the Giants couldn't have done it here without the start turned in by this man, Madison Bumgarner. Don't put that card in your bicycle spokes. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, I thought he really pitched well. He ran into a few problems here and there along the way, but aside from that...